All right. Good morning and welcome to our daily Devo today. It is what is today? I forget. The 12th. It's the 12th of August today. And with our author, we're working through four lessons of four practical daily ways to rediscover Jesus. We've looked at the first two so far. Read the Gospels. Remember, 15 minutes a day. And then yesterday was practice the prayer process. And he laid out several steps in that for us. Today, it's deny yourself. Deny yourself. Learning to delay gratification is one of life's essential lessons. And right away, if you've ever seen put a kid alone in a room with one marshmallow, if you don't eat it, by the time I come back, you get two. Can they do it? Most of them couldn't. Learning to delay gratification is one of life's essential lessons. Our ability to succeed at most things in life can be measured by our ability and willingness to delay gratification. You cannot have a successful marriage, be a great parent, maintain good health, establish financial stability, or become educated unless you are willing to delay gratification. The best at anything are better than everyone else at delaying gratification. And that includes the great Christian heroes, champions, and saints who fill the history books. You cannot be successful at living a Christian life if you are not willing and able to practice self-denial. So, how good are you at it? Give yourself a score right now between 1 and 10 for your ability to delay gratification. I take a 0 in eating candy. If it's around, it's an endangered species. Change that score and you change everything. You become more patient with your spouse and children. You work out more regularly instead of blowing it off. You get better at saying no to snacks you don't need. Your personal finances improve because you establish and stick to a budget. The benefits go on and on. This is the beautiful thing about Jesus' teachings. They reach into every aspect of our lives and elevate everything. We are on a quest to rediscover Jesus. It is a lifetime quest, and these four habits will serve us well every day for the rest of our lives if we stick with them. The third habit that will help us get and stay close to Jesus is self-denial. For 2,000 years, Christians have been agreeing and disagreeing about what it means to be a Christian, debating and arguing various topics and points, but some things are indisputably essential to being a Christian, and self-denial is one of them. Jesus said to his disciples, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me." Luke 9:23. Self-denial has had an incredible impact on a human being. It refines the soul, sharpens the senses, strengthens the will, and tempers our desires. We will explore this more in a later section, but let me offer this starting point. Say no to yourself at least once a day. Perhaps you're craving a Coke. I guess I strike out on that one too. Say no and have water. Perhaps you don't want to exercise. Say no to your laziness. Really? Is that what that is? Say no to your laziness and work out. Perhaps you don't feel like getting on with your work. Get on with it. Your life will be infinitely better If you learn to deny yourself, just say no. And I believe that was a anti-drug campaign. Doesn't appear that it worked out well. Too bad he didn't want to say no and stick with it. I don't mean to jest at that. I'm sorry if it was taken that way. But just telling yourself no has got to come along with the discipline to stay with it. Point to ponder. Learning to deny yourself will pay huge dividends in your life. Verse to live from Galatians 5:22 and 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and I assume the important fruit of the Spirit for this lesson, self-control. Self-control. But it is a fruit of the Spirit. Saying no in our own strength often, when it comes to quitting smoking, dieting, exercising, it takes help. Question to consider: in what area of your life do you exhibit the most self-control? In what area of your life do you exhibit the least self-control? Jesus, here's our prayer for today. Jesus, give me the grace and the strength to say no to myself. It's very similar to what we're talking about this coming Sunday, learning from Lot. And we also bring in Eve and David. When we don't say no to ourselves, sometimes it's, oh, I just had extra candy to eat, no big deal. But it can be much more serious and bring much more serious repercussions. We must learn to say no to ourselves when the request that the self is asking is not good for us. Blessings to you today on this Friday morning.